guys, hello. My name is Krystal. I'm playing for PENTA Sports, and today I'm going to show you the role as an AWPer on the Dust2, what you want to do with CT and T, and first of all I will start as CT. So, first of all, what is your role as an AWPer as CT? What do you want to do as an AWPer? Or what can you do? The first thing you obviously can do is make important first picks, and therefore I will first of all show you some very basic picks that you can do. The first pick, which is quite early in the round, is when you go just to the middle, throw a flashbang right here, right when it pops you peek. If your enemy knows this, then you can also do it like your mate flashes once and then you flash again, because many AWPers at this time always waiting for the flash to go open and then peek around, but if they're coming a second one, you can peek in. So this is one pick you can do. What you also can do when you see the enemy smoking fast the middle down here, like, I don't know, if this smoke comes something like this, and you see how the smoke landed on the ground, then you can try to outmove it, go here, maybe go a little through the smoke, aim a little bit for 1 to 2 seconds, because you know the terrorist isn't coming there right now, and the terrorists basically are smoking off the middle, so the AWPer of the enemy team isn't aiming there, you know, which means you can try to risk going through here and peek there, and maybe there's someone coming fast, you kill him, and then you're out because they smoked you off. So this is the first pick you can do. Then another pick you can do is just basically go B, but it's important how you approach the corner. Many people are just going like, and then, oh, someone aiming and you're dead. That's why you need to communicate with your mates what they did earlier in the rounds or in other rounds, because if your teammates always flash tunnels early, that isn't an indicator for the team that you are here right here with an AWP, you know? You want to surprise the enemy with your AWP. This is how you want to play the CT AWP. And if your teammates always shoot the flash, then you can do this. Like, you throw a flash, but then you can go like this, peek, or you can go this, and then this, or you just flash and go behind this. If there's no one coming, then you can slowly peek around the corner, like this, and then you have B control. This is something you can do. Also, you can, like, when you know the enemies are on an important round, or you want to make an aggressive pick, then you can also flash, but run close, because if you run close, you hear them stepping. If they're running tunnel lower, this is something which would allow me to go in. Then you peek like this, and then you go aggressive, because you can slowly peek. So there's no one. Then you peek this corner, then you peek there, because this is the common spot you should aim for, and no one, seriously, no one is like standing here or here, because this is a position where you would be flashed. If you are not really comfortable, you just need to try to make your angles really fluent, like go from one angle to the other, like this. Okay, there's no one, like, okay. Don't move too far to the right, because if you're too far to the right, he will see you. This is why you should peek like this. Okay, there's no one. Okay, like this, no one. There, no one. There, no one. That you don't even need to check if he's there. You can check this as the last position. Then there's no one. Okay. You tried your pick. You gave your team informations. If there's no one in the early round, maybe that indicates a fast A push, a fast A split, or whatever. What you also can do, if your teammate decides to smoke off the middle, doesn't matter why, maybe because the enemy AWPer is always hitting them on the blue, then you can use this smoke and boost your AWPer on the back of someone else, and you can just aim above here. And you can see there. You can also make your angle like this, because the most terrorists will always jump across here. Means they are always standing here, because they won't walk this and then jump, you know. This is why, this is again something you always need to think about. What would the enemy do? If there's a smoke, and what would you do? You would always jump there, always. Which is why you don't need really to aim here. Of course, sometimes the enemies think, okay, it's smoked here, well, fine, I can walk past there, but if you want to make it sure, better aim like this. Because if he jumps from there to there, and if you're missing the shot, maybe you get a chance here again, you know? Or you aim just like here, because this is something where he will definitely walk. He won't jump from there to there, or from there to there. You can even aim at the... I don't know the English word for it, sorry. You can also try to peek into there. But then you need to be cautious, because if you're boosting on top of the mate and the AWPer is here, he will see you. He won't see you there that well, that good, but yeah. Then again, what you want to do as well is like just go fast long. And when you play AWP, really try. This is something many people don't think about. When you peek here, you need to peek at this corner. Okay, it's okay because you can look like this. It's an option. But what you want to do if you don't want to hold long, don't go here, because if you are here, the way from here to there is much longer as when you're going here. You know? This is again something you need to be conscious about your angles you're making or you're peeking. If you're here, then the way to your safety, I would say, is shorter than from here. I mean, it's pretty obvious. This way is shorter. A little bit at least. But everything counts. Then again, what would you do as a terrorist AWPer? What you would do is you would aim here. Okay. This is why for example, I peek around here. Okay, there's no one, but then I peek from here. Because if there's someone coming, like, I don't know, if the enemy like has top spawn, he jumps here. Okay, no one there. Okay, fine, I go out and oh. But then there was already someone and you kill him. This is a pick you can do as CT as well. Then what you also can do, like your teammate flashes once, then you peek. Okay, no one there. Then maybe you make yourself, that they don't hear your steps, you push through, and you peek here. We call it the Guardian pick because the Guardian doing this pretty often. What you want to be cautious about in this pick is that if the terrorist is standing here, then he might hear your scope, then he knows you're peeking and he might come for you because he knows the angle. That's why you should peek there. Okay, there's no one. Try 1 second to peek here. If there's no one, you can go back. But you shouldn't like stay here too long. If you stayed like 5 seconds here, which will lead me to my second point is, you should smoke off because as an AWPer you want to be mobile and show presence all over the map. You don't want the enemy to know always where you are, because then they will avoid you. You need always to, even during a round, switch your positions really. This is really important as an AWPer on Dust2 as CT, and in general on every map. Because once the enemy knows you are here, and you didn't smoke off, you're there. Okay, he's not 100% sure that you're there, but once they spotted you, they know you are here, which means they don't need to risk like going fast catwalk, because they are not in danger of an AWP here. You know what I mean? This is why you should always... Okay, you peek there. Okay, no one there. You run back. Maybe you go fast short. While your mate lower middle is supporting you, telling you no one is cat already. Then you can, like, I don't know, maybe peek here. This is the spot where the terrorists mostly sneak down. You can kill someone there. Or by timing you go around this corner when someone jumped up. So let you go back. on Dust2 A short, you also have several options how to peek. What do you want to do on short or catwalk? When your mate boosts you up here, you just go either alone. When you're alone, you go fast here. Peek, no one here, no one here. For only really 1, 2, 3 seconds, not that much really, because you're there, he can always come. But if he's coming there, he will aim there, then there, and he need to go. Sorry, he need to go all this around to aim to you. This is why if you want to peek here, you peek here, close. Then you can maybe run away, or you from the beginning just stay here and aim this way. But you need really to be careful, because if the enemy is here, he sees your AWP. I don't know exactly which point it is, but you need to not go beyond a certain point unless you don't care if he sees you. This is something you can do. Also pretty standard is like when you're peeking here, make one shot, drop to safety, or back from here, or even from here, which is something I prefer, because again from here to safety is safer from there back to side. Because if you peek from here, sorry, 1 second. If you peek from here and shoot, then you just switch to your knife and just save. If you do this here and you want to run this way, if the terrorist decides to instantly push behind you, he will get you. This is why again You see, this is again something about the angles. From here to safety, or here to safety. This way, this here is a little bit shorter. And yeah, you should abuse this if you know this. If you are like between early and mid game, you should at least swap your position to try to be somewhere else. Like I said, when you were long, try to go lower middle, maybe aim here. This is some angle you also want to aim for. Because some terrorists want to be slow, then they sneak here and dead. This is something you can do, or you tell your mate to flash up middle, then you maybe can peek this corner and maybe here. Wait for him to re-peek, because if he's blind he will hide behind the corner, then maybe aim for 2 seconds, okay, he isn't there, you go back to aim. But you really need to be mobile as an op, on Dust2 CT especially. The same counts for middle. When you go all again middle, and you make the aggressive pick, then you can, of course you can stay there a little bit longer, but if you're staying here alone, then you, after, I would say 8, 9, 10 seconds, something like that, you should call your mate for support, because then you have to care about 2 angles. You need to care about upper middle and lower middle because of dark. Also you need to consider that the terrorists might gone through, Death Alley was the name, I remember. They might gone through there and down lower middle, and then they can pick you. This is why early game you are safe, because the terrorists can't be there yet. But late game you should avoid, I would say, playing this aggressive with up or middle. Of course you can risk it again for information and peek and go back, but you shouldn't like go on the middle of the field, because there's no, if they throw a silent flash down middle, and you're dead. And yeah, this is like how you want to play CT off. Now I will come to how you want to play late game, because what I showed now are some picks and some moves or early mid game, but late game it's also important, because late game you want a position where you can kill the enemy if he's coming, but you're still in safety, you know? Like, what I like to do is like maybe go here, or maybe peek here, or here. And if they're coming, this is something you also need to be aware of. If the enemy decides to come to your side, and you are playing defensive, what you always need to keep in mind, the terrorist doesn't know where you are. If they go here, of course, if it's smoked off, and they decide to do the go after the smoke. So right now, with this smoke open, you could be here, here, there, there, or if you're retarded here, I don't know, you can be everywhere. You get my point. This is why you should, for the first peek, choose an angle where you kill the terrorist because he didn't assume you were there. You know what I mean? Like when they're coming short, maybe try to avoid flashes, make one pick, kill him, and then wait. Now they know where you are. Now they know. And now you can play the time game. They don't know where you're peeking from next. You can peek either way, peek around. You can hold this angle. You can come around again. Your mate might flash support you. You peek there. Maybe you go here and peek again here. This is something they all don't know, because this is why you should play, if you're playing late game on A, you should try to search one peek, then not try to peek instantly again. Except you're feeling confident, or you think you have the timing, like when you kill someone here, flash instantly and peek here. But then again, don't peek too far, because this would be a bad peek. Because he can kill you from here till here. Then you should peek like this. This is totally okay. Because this way you make sure that the other terrorists aren't pushing through, and you get the chance for another pick. Or another shot if you didn't land the first shot. This is how you should play on A late game. So, or you decide to play on the car, then it's again about your positioning and the angles. You can go like here, try to make the first pick, then go defensive. Then maybe your mate flashes for you, then you peek like this, then terrorists need to again run into your crosshair, you know what I mean? But don't stay too passive, because if the terrorists are coming, you peek one and they're going farther and farther, then the angle where you might appear is getting smaller and smaller. That's why you should like, when you pick the first, go like this, but also move a little bit, you know what I mean? Just go a little bit like this. don't go too close at the corner while you move to the right, because if the terrorists are rushing and you're at this, then you need to flick, because if you move to the right and move your crosshair to the left while the enemy is going there, then you know my point. Just aim like this maybe when they are rushing. If you want to approach the corner slowly, then of course you do it like this, really slowly. If you're late game B, there aren't really that many options you can choose, but you can, like, if you don't want to peek completely because the one moving always has the opportunity, so if you are scared of an enemy AWPer coming this way and peeking, you don't need to peek the whole round. You don't need to aim there. You can also like jump this or walk once like this. It's all about information. Maybe jump again. This is something you can do, or just hold a flash here. Okay, they're coming. Oh, no, they're coming. Then you flash. Then you go here, peek one for death. Maybe your mate still has a smoke or a molotov for there, then you can do a simple crossfire. Or you want to go here. I mean, I did not really need to explain much here. Here it's important again that you need to consider that if the enemy has an AWPer, he can bang you here. So if you're behind there, be aware of that he might bang you. But as well, it's this position you can buy really a lot of time there, and yeah. How to peek as SNT is, on the other hand, something different. There you need to use your mates like to gain information, to flash for you, but that's another story. So I hope you liked it. If you want to see more, there's more coming soon.
We guarantee to take your game to the next level.